All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, boxer Gervonta Davis spent house arrest at 4 seasons and a luxury condo without permission. And this is the reason why Gervonta Davis was taken into custody and put in jail. That, however, is not the whole story, and we will give you all the new details associated with it. Thank you so much for checking out the video. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you for your support. If you are new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified of when we release more videos. Gervonta Tank Davis was arrested and put in jail in connection with a hit and run accident that had taken place, I do believe it was last year. He had been sentenced to 90 days house arrest, but the judge ordered him to be put in jail because of violation of the terms. Now, here's the details. Gervonta Davis was serving out his home detention for a 2020 hit and run at the Four Seasons Hotel and a $3.4 million high-rise penthouse that he bought in South Baltimore, prompting a judge on Thursday to order him to immediately be taken into custody. Baltimore Circuit Judge Althea M. Handy said she gave permission for Davis, who lived in Parkland, Florida, to do house arrest at the home of his longtime coach and trainer, Calvin Ford, in Baltimore. She said she was never asked to change that location. The reason I didn't want him in Florida is because this is not a holiday, said Handy, who later added that she did not want Davis to be sitting by the pool or hanging out at the spa. He was serving time, and I was being considerate enough to let him do it on home detention. The Baltimore Banner, who's reporting this, reviewed the recording of the court procedure, and the hearing neither appeared on the daily calendar or the Baltimore Circuit Court or the docket for the Maryland Judiciary search. Now, from the side of the viewpoint of Gervonta Davis, Gervonta Davis's lawyer said that he and his team were caught off guard with the requirement to do house arrest in Baltimore. Ford, though, has a 1-bedroom home that could not accommodate the team that provides 24/7 security to Davis. No one wanted him living in a hotel, Tom Coe said. He said he was worried. He worked with his client's team to buy a condo at Silo Point as quickly as possible to move Davis to a safe location. Now, he said, I don't think that Mr. Davis did anything wrong except for listen to his lawyer. And then he responded to the judge, how is that fair? The judge said, I'm not going to argue with you. You've had your say. Then she walked off the bench, not listening to that, and ordered him to be put in jail. Now, here's the thing, from my opinion. Look, you gotta, if there was a security issue and you wanted him to move him out of that home, then you've got to get in connection with the judge. And then tell the judge, hey, this particular site is not secure, because it's very, very real that Gervonta Davis is going to need security. I'm not sure where Calvin Ford lives in Baltimore, but that makes sense. But at the same time, you've got to say, hey, okay, look, this is where we're going to move them, and you got to get that approved, and they've got to say, okay. And all of that, all of that has to take place before you move them. It just is what it is. If Gervonta needed more security, I guess he could have just hired security to show up there by the day and then shift into the evening time with a different crew of security. But that is something most definitely that the judge should have taken in consideration if it was brought to her. But if they didn't bring it to her, then, it is what it is, man. Judge got to do what the judge got to do. I don't really see her being too much off or that not being a predictable outcome of what took place. Right now, at the end of the day, though, the security issue will now move into the jail. And And Gervonta Davis is most definitely a celebrity. And so there are extras type of security issues that take place for those guys. The judge may have said, hey, if you can't provide security at that house, we're going to provide security for you in jail. And we'll put you in an isolated situation where there are guards there and you don't have to worry about the risks from the outside. But, it is what it is, man. I also think that the judge wasn't happy with Gervonta to begin with, because she had said it was reported that she scolded Gervonta Davis about not showing remorse or apologizing to the victims of the hit and run. And so, him not showing remorse on top of him going to hang out at the Four Seasons, hey man, that may have been a little bit too much for her. And, it is what it is, man. But, we'll see how this goes forward. It doesn't seem like they added any more time to the situation. For him, it's not like he's going to have to be there. He'd have to start it over or whatever. But I know that he also does have, other things that he has to abide by. He's got his community service that he's going to have to follow. And, he's got a judge that is probably, not too happy with him. So it's going to be an interesting situation for him. But I wanted to hold off before I did a report on this particular situation until we knew more of the facts, verified that, that really was what was going on, that he got put in jail for the remainder of the time. I do not think, though, that I don't think that this is really going to affect his boxing career. And I'm sure he's tough-minded enough where, hey, man, 60 days, man, it's 60 days. Got to do it. Could have went a lot worse for him. Also could have went a lot worse for him if something had happened to the person, in that accident. Hey, man, if you can't pay the crime, can't do the crime, don't do it. If you can't pay the time, don't do the crime, But anyway, it is what it is. That's my take on the circumstance. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.